funny you mentioned Warner Brothers. Okay, I have a fucking moment. My fucking moment was when, after the Peacemaker 1 album dropped, there was so much momentum to do the second album. And so many artists that I hadn't worked with that weren't on the first album, I said, I'm gonna flip it like the 50 MCs and get a whole new lineup, which is what I did for the Peacemaker 2. But what happened with Peacemaker 2 was halfway through making the album and after putting out the first single, which was Skapiku, featuring Fat Joe, Nori, and Juju from the Beatnuts, who produced the record, you might be lucky because there's a few 12 inches that were pressed up on the Tommy Boy, you know, with the Tommy Boy logo on it. And that was like the last record Tommy Boy Records, you know, pressed up, was my single. And then right after that, like, you know, the momentum was there to put this second album out. Tommy Boy kind of went under and Warner Brothers took the Tommy Boy catalog. They decided they wanted to put my Peacemaker 2 album out. They dragged and dragged and dragged, and it took me forever, like probably another year and change, just to get released from Warner Brothers. And by then, like, the momentum was a little bit lost because I had already had the Fat Joe record out. I leaked out this Pete Rock record. I was buzzing, and then I was stuck in label limbo. You know, being stuck in label limbo is one of definitely the most, it's a fucking moment. You know, I kept it moving. You know, the album eventually came out in 2004 when it should have came out like in 2002, 2003. Came out 2004 on Koch Records / Touch Entertainment. And actually I own that master. So the deal worked out great at the end because I own the master. It's in my catalog shit, like whatever, but that was a fucking moment for me, being in label limbo. So with Tommy Boy, being that there was like a joint venture, a distribution deal or something, Tommy Boy had an arrangement with Warner Brothers. So when, you know, my album was about to drop, that deal had just expired. So I got caught up in that little mess, you know. Ironically, here we are 2018 and Tommy Boy got his catalog back. So he's up and running again with his old catalog and he's re-uploading albums and stuff like that. So shout out to Tom Silverman, man. He did what he had to do.